1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor Gear.
Yeah.
And I said something subconsciously that I would never say in a situation like that. I said maybe something medically went wrong. And he got shocked. He said, I said maybe something went wrong medically in the man's life, you know. And he looked at me. I thought he was going to look at me with a look of disgust, like, why, how dare you side with domestic violence, you know? But I wasn't siding with domestic violence. I was just looking at the facts. If he was a really nice guy and then he's all of a sudden turned nasty, something happened. I don't know what happened. You know, I didn't know them. And he said, it's funny you say that, you know. And he said to me, he went through a diagnosis that has to do with something in his brain. They said it turned out to be nothing malignant, but there was something anyway.
Yeah.
And he sort of thought the same thing. I sort of made him think differently, you know. Now that doesn't condone what is done. That doesn't condone what is done, but it sort of gives us an insight into why he must have done it. Or why?
Yeah.
Luckily, she escaped unscathed. I say unscathed. I say physically unscathed. I mean, she's not blind or you know, needing disabled or something. Because some people do get into that. But I recognize the emotional damage that it must have caused her. And that just brings me back to this. So, looking at the guy, what would I do? If I was the judge, how would I sentence him? I would order an examination of.
Yeah, you'd have more reports.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would have Yeah. Obviously, I would recommend that it be kept in a secure unit whilst this. Yeah. But then this thing happened in 1966.
Yeah.
So back then, there's probably not enough information about, you know, mental health, because we only started talking about mental health probably a decade ago. We started talking about mental health as a problem. We never used to talk about in this country. We never used to talk about mental health that much. We mention it, but we never actually considered it when we thought about people's actions or what they did or what must have caused what they did. But that still doesn't condone what you know, harming anybody else for that matter. But you know, we started talking about people getting help, or you know, if you do feel like, you know, you're experiencing a mental health episode. Not an episode, but if you do feel like, you know, you need to talk about what you're going through, talk to somebody, talk, you know. 1966, too early. I
mean, as you say, I think obviously the mental health thing.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does.